Okay, well, welcome, welcome. It is so great that you guys have taken time to join. This is our first middle of the day for me, probably evening for many of you, because we have international people that really have amazing testimonies, and they're sleeping when we do our other calls. So I wanted to open up a call that they could join and share their awesome stories with us. And we are talking about everything Solex, particularly the AO scan. If you don't know me, I'm Dr. Sheila, the founder of the Wow Wellness with Solex. And we have been hearing testimonies every week for over 3 years. We're in our fourth year now, and I'm telling you, every single week, I am still surprised. I don't know how I can still be surprised when I use this every day, but it shocks me the results that people get, the experiences that they're giving other people, and it just blows me away. And we need to share these stories because people are doing things that we don't think about. And people are offering hope to other people out there looking for something that can help them. We have the solution. We have a YouTube channel where all of these calls are stored, and we try to list different topics that we cover during the call. It's called Wow Wellness with Solex on YouTube. You can go look that up and look for any of our videos. If you are a guest watching the replay and you haven't connected with anybody here yet, if someone resonates with you on this call, please send an email to wowwellnesswithsolex@gmail, and I'll get you connected with the person that resonated with you. Or maybe you're experiencing something that they shared a story about and you just want to talk some more. Super fantastic. So remember, we are not interested in labels or diagnoses or claiming to cure anything. We are talking about information technology that is much more powerful because we have information that you just can't get with a practitioner, no matter what their modality is. We have a revolutionary system that gives us information about what is going on in the body real time and information about what our body needs us to do, either to keep something from presenting physically or to help us take care of something that's been going on that nobody else has been able to figure out. So, we also have lots of other revolutionary technologies. Health and wellness is our mission and passion, and some revolutionary supplements now, things that no one's done in the industry. So, I just want to open this up and I want to hear from you all because I know you've got some really awesome things to share with us. You can either raise your hand or just unmute. And I don't know if you know Krista Wagner, but for some reason she's having a hard time getting connected. Just let her
Okay.
know.
Okay.
I've approved her, but it's not connecting for some reason.
Okay.
All right, anyone want to get us started? I want to hear something. Tell me something that you've experienced.
Yeah, I
Yeah, Patricia.
will. Yeah. First of all, thank you so much, Dr. Sheila, for having this during our daytime. It works really well for me. And my name is Patricia Cagnetta, and I'm from Vancouver, BC, Canada. And I have been with Solex for, it will be 2 years at the end of April. And yes, and I love it. I love it. I came on board as a grandma looking for a solution for my 4-year-old grandson. And believe it or not, after 3 days of scanning, I had the solution. I implemented it, and he was having problems with his allergies and puffers, etc., and behavior. Within 3 days of implementing what the scanner told me, I had my sweet little boy back. And I have yeah, I know it's, you know what, it's incredible because it brought such a solution that didn't cost me thousands of dollars, even for that one solution for 149 USD a month. That changed that just I don't even know the word. It changed the trajectory of our family. Now, I could tell you so many stories, but I am going to share the story of my current story. And I travel, I go across Canada to Italy a couple times a year, where I spend a few months in each country in Italy. And my body responds so well there. You know, the I mean, you guys are in Europe, you know what it's like there. But here in the US, North America, it's awful. The food is terrible, pesticides, fungicides, etc. So what does that do to the body? It disrupts the hormones. And this is what I found because the more I'm going back and forth, the more my hormones were disrupted. And it was something that I could not figure out on my own. And in Canada, when we're doing hormone testing, thyroid, anything like that, it's just surface. It's not in depth. And so I had no way of knowing what was going on with my hormones. I am hypothyroid, and because of the scanner, I scanned every single day my hormone panel and my chemistry, and it is incredibly accurate that I got into a rhythm and I could see what was happening with my hormones. And I knew I was being over medicated. I was able to talk to the doctor. I was able to decrease the meds. And then it went deeper. This is like an onion, an onion. When you get into the scanner, it's the nuances that it just layers. So I discovered that through the scanner and naturopathic chat GPT, that my thyroid was not functioning. I started to gain weight, and in Canada, you have to wait at least 6 to 8 weeks before they alter your meds. So I was scanning, I was listening to the harmonics. I had clear revelation as to what my body was doing. I was gaining 7 pounds a month. It was awful, awful. But my body, and I was just listening to the scanner, listening to everything, and applying what was being told to me by everything. And my body, I was prepping it for weight loss. And so I was prepping it by correcting the meds and then listening to what my body wanted and applying it. No word of a lie, in the last 14 days, I have released almost 10 pounds. And it's only because I've been able to adjust my body according to the scans. So, how many women out there have cortisol belly? Man, that happened to me. It just blew up within no time at all, and you're powerless. So, in 2 years ago, what would I have been doing? I would have been running after a product to correct me. I would have been running after a diet. But you know what? This is like it is completely transcribed specifically for you. And so I've been able to follow it, and I'm seeing incredible results with that. So that is my story of the hour. And I just want to say thank you, Dr. Sheila, for giving me the space to share. I love this. I love it.
Gosh, that's why I call this Wow Wednesday because I hear these stories and all I can say is, wow, that's wow. Amazing. Thank you so much for sharing that. Ah, wow. See if
Yeah,
we can.
my pleasure. Incredible. What we can do with this is beyond what you can think.
Yeah,
Who would have
exactly.
thought? Yes.
Yeah. And if we can get this in every single household, can you imagine the empowerment in every home? Saving,
Phew.
like you said, not chasing diets and protocols and all the things and spending tons of money and not getting anywhere. Instead, a simple little tool that can tell you every day what's going on, what your body's needing. So
Yes.
simple.
And so simple and no time, you guys. People think that this takes hours, that you have to dive in, but you know what? It's not. It's a simple scan, taking a photo shot, uploading it, and seeing what you've got going on. Listening to the harmonics changes everything. No time. Come on.
Love that. Diana, I think you were probably getting ready to share as well.
Hi everyone. Yes, I'm Diana Malone from the UK. I've been with Solex, I would think just over a year, and it's been incredible. I've been to both Amsterdam and Utah this year, so I've been diving deep into everything.
Yes, yeah.
Um, well, there's several, but one of the really interesting ones was my dad. My dad's now 88, and He's on his second pacemaker. So he believes that heart failure is not far off, and sometimes he can sort of feel that looming in the background. Anyway, he's not really been that heavily into my work as a practitioner, but when I spoke to him about the scanner, he really did prick his ears up, was quite interested. It was something he could see. It was he could touch it, he could hear it. So we began doing a full the full scans with him, and we were really interested in the heart. And when we started, we were about 50% on the three scans for the heart. So he probably gets a new set of frequencies maybe every 3 weeks.
Wow.
We don't do it every week because we don't always have time and we forget and things like that. But we have now got those percentages down to just between 20 and 25 for his heart.
Oh
Now he's 88.
my gosh.
Um, and he was definitely looking at heart failure. He felt that was what was gonna, you know, that be the end of him really. And he is just so happy. Because that the full scan works on that percentage, doesn't it?
Yep.
And the nearer to zero we are, then the more optimal. So to feel that he was sort of edging towards the 50 and now we're 2025, that's pretty incredible.
Wow.
Um, and I scan and optimize maybe every 2 or 3 days. Um, it's depending on how busy I am. But he does listen to them every day and he really enjoys them. And he does say that the new music is yeah, very, very, very good. Very
Yeah.
good. So yeah, that's
Well,
my dad. That's pretty incredible. He's still independent, still going out for his walks, meeting up with people. Yeah, living on his own. He's absolutely fine. He's obviously really pleased.
you brought up some really great points there. For one, some people get kind of flustered thinking, oh my gosh, I have to do this perfect. I have to do it every day. And all the have tos. And you don't. There's no have tos here. You do it when it works for you. There's no
Yeah.
stress. And look at the improvements that someone gets just a couple of times a week when that's
Yeah.
all that's available. And
Mm.
Lauren has said that 25%, under 25% really is ideal. Anything
Yeah.
over 25 is a concern. And so we know 50 is pretty concerning. That's a
Yeah.
problem. And the
Yeah.
fact that he's come down in the 20s and 30s, I even don't mind 30s. I know, 40s I start getting a little upset about things, but that is amazing.
Mm.
Amazing. Wow. So
And
easy.
the other thing I've been doing is I purchased the hub, just the basic hub. Um, and I've been using it for about 3 weeks. Uh, every other night, I would say, and keeping a record. And the first thing I noticed was when my partner said that I'm more patient with him. That's in 3 weeks. He said, "You're so much calmer." He said, "And your patience is brilliant." Um, but what I've noticed myself in that short length of time is that I'm less controlling. I'm a Virgo, so I like to be organized. I like to control things. So I'm less controlling. I'm slower to react to conversations. I'm more calculated. I listen a little bit longer. Um, and I feel more confident in myself because I can be quite shy, but I've just sort of stood beside myself on a few occasions, thought, that's interesting. I don't know if I'd have had that conversation or said that in that way or felt that confident before. Um, and my friends laugh because they say, well, yeah, you're a yoga teacher, aren't you? Zen all day. And I said, yes, on the surface, in my conscious world, I'm okay, but my subconscious is playing the narrative. And I've had, like most of us, traumas, and I'm very much, I can feel my core as very much fight, flight, quite a lot of the time. There's a vibration there that I really don't want to be there. And this is really impacting, and that's only 3 weeks.
Oh,
That's only 3 weeks. So I'm really excited.
wow. I love that you're keeping some kind of record there with the hub. That hub, for the price of that hub, that's an $85,000 piece of technology for
Yeah,
$3,000.
yeah,
Insane that we can
yeah.
have that in our own homes. And
Can
go,
you give us a description? Sorry to interrupt. Can you give us a description about the hub, what it does? Because there's viewers out there that have no idea what that is. Would that be okay?
Yeah, so it's a brain entrainment system. You have white light goggles, which is part of the brain entrainment. You have the tones in both ears, different tones. But on top of that, I also play my I am affirmations. So I have those going in as well. And then there's electrodes for the frequencies, and you can actually have what frequencies you wish. So you can actually specify them. So what I did is I bought both of Nadia's books. This is one of them, but I got one for a Christmas present and I bought the other one. And that's got hundreds of different protocols in it. So if you go into, let's say, tinnitus, there's a protocol for the tinnitus. It tells you what frequency you need. Um, it will also give you lots of other things like what crystals to use. I am, there's a whole list of I ams there if you wish. There's a lot. Let me have a look. So tuning forks, you can use the tuning forks as well. Bark, Australian flower remedies, essential oils, homeopathy, cell salts. I don't have any of the lasers, but she also gives recommendations for that as well. Yeah, and you customize the frequencies. And then you need half an hour, so you have to factor that in. Sometimes I fall asleep actually.
yeah.
And
And
it's pretty portable. I take it to my house sits when I go away. I just put it in the case and off I go. Yeah.
and you can also choose between alpha, beta, delta, and theta,
Yes. Thank you, Sheila.
right?
Yes. Yes.
And those are really important. If you don't even have a clue what those mean, just Google them. I mean, this is learning for everybody. You don't have to go back to school for any of this. Just Google it. It'll
Mm.
explain it. And there is some information that comes when you get started with the hub too. But those different brainwave patterns serve different purposes, just kind of like our infinity mat. You've got some of that in there as well. Isn't that
I mean, I
amazing?
didn't even realize that I needed it. I initially
Yeah.
purchased it for my son, who's had a lot of concussions from rugby.
Mm.
So he's got some issues, and I actually got it for him. And I thought, oh, well, you need to try these things and work out where all the wires go and things.
Yeah.
And yeah, I've there we are. Who knew?
Amazing. Wow. Well, isn't that cool that your husband said you're patient with me? That
I
just
thought I
made my
was.
heart melt. That's amazing. Because
Yeah,
it's changing
I can
some of
feel the
that.
difference when he talks and how I reply. It's different. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's amazing. Thank you so much for sharing all of that. That's just, oh, wow.
Pleasure.
Makes me so happy that we have these things that we can use in our own home.
Yeah, I
Anyone?
haven't used it with the public yet, and I don't have a practitioner space at the moment because my one of my sons is living with me. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see when I branch out with that. I
Yeah,
may have an opportunity of something this year, so we'll see. Mm.
excellent. I know some
Yeah.
people are inviting people into their homes and just getting an experience and see what they
Mm.
think.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you.
really cool. Thank you. Anyone else? We've still got plenty of time here. If you've got some things to share, we would love to hear it. Dr. Stefan, I'm just curious if you have anything like with people you work with.
Oh, where can I start?
Right?
There's so many people. I'm working with the AOScan now for just about 3 years. I started, it's a month, yeah, 3 years ago now. I started
Oh,
with the AOScan.
yeah.
First time I stayed there in Dominican Republic and do my first scans. For the others, I'm working in a clinic. I'm a virologist, and I'm looking all this stuff about the post-vac syndromes, CFS, and so on. And I have a couple of really amazing testimonials now. The best, I would say, is one young woman. She got 2 jabs, and therefore she was down. How to explain in English? It's a little bit difficult for me. We do some scans with her, AOtunes and so on. She couldn't walk very good. She needed a stick to walk. The brain was open. She can't concentrate now. Last year in summer, she wanted to suicide.
Oh,
I stopped her to do that. In November, we started with another technique. It's a South Korean technique of acupuncture in addition to the AO scan. And today she don't need her stick. The brain is still working now with the brain entrainment with the frequencies, and she's in really good mood now. Yeah.
oh wow.
Don't need a doctor anymore. Yeah. There are some other examples I have currently with patients the doctors will not work with. They came to me in our clinic and I started to work with them. And very difficult clients, I would say, with anxiety, with trauma, incredible traumas in the last 10 years. And it's amazing when you see how the AU scan is working. The one lady, she's also a teacher in piano, and she don't want to start with the inner voice, with the frequencies of the inner voice. She don't want that.
Oh,
And now, after now about 2 months, she's in very good mood. She got her vertigo every time. Still have some problems with her balance and so on. And today, at this morning, she wrote me a message on WhatsApp. Please send me frequencies. Please do a scan. Now, half an hour later, she answered, "Hey, it's good." One amazing measurement is also one lady. She is 33. She will come tomorrow to our clinic because of some other things, and she has the problem with 33 years that she is vomiting and heave every 3 months. As she came to me last year in March, I do some scans with her with AU scan, and I told her that she have to send me a message when she is vomiting. And this time she gave 3 times the week. It's a lot. And as she last year when she's gone, she didn't send me a message for 3 months. And since last year in June, since today, I sent her frequencies 20 times. And from 20 times, she got very well 17 times. Not vomiting, no problems with her stomach, nothing. Yeah, it's incredible with this young lady. It's incredible. What the AU scan is doing with her is incredible.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, I have a lot of these testimonials. We have other testimonials from our partner. Katrin is here. She is doing very good job now here with the AU scan. Fantastic job, I would say. She has so much testimonials too. She only speaks German. She can't understand English, and that's the problem here. And we have a lot of testimonials in our group. We will put these in a channel or to translate these testimonials to give you. We are now doing some work on Telegram and so on with this testimonials with insect bites, for example. Very amazing, incredible. People are
Wow.
crazy. It's amazing what
Wow.
happens.
Yeah, we've got to get past this language barrier because I know there's a lot of great stories we need to hear and get out there. So if you guys can do some translations so that we can hear them, that would be so awesome.
It would be fantastic, Sheila, when we can translate these calls in English, but the undertitles are only in English. I've changed it in German, but it doesn't work here,
I'm going to
unfortunately.
keep, I'm going to keep,
For those people who don't speak English, yeah.
yeah, we have several partners that don't speak English and they have different language, and I am trying to figure out how we solve this problem so we can all be
Yeah.
together and have and communicate.
Mm.
Well, can you go back to the piano teacher and tell me that one again? I didn't quite catch the story. I was taking notes so I didn't forget what we were
Ah,
talking about.
this is a really hard, um, yeah, what, how would I say? Uh, the lady is about 60 years old now. She's got a lot of traumatic um, events in the last 10, 15 years. The most important is that she has two sons. One son suicided um, 12 years 12 years ago in November, 17
Mm.
November, and the second son of her also suicided in November
Gosh.
at the same time nearly. But that's not all. Her mother died in this last 10 years. A best friend of her died in this last years. Her brother was vaccinated, died. A lot of traumatic experiences she had,
And
and
she
she
didn't
came.
want the inner voice.
Yeah, because I think so. This is really amazing, because she had a gift for me on never had this from a client. She had a gift for me on Christmas. This is the gift, a really amazing gift in German. It's a book she gave to me. Really amazing book.
Wow.
It's a really amazing book because, oh,
Ah,
you can see it here. Yeah, it's called in German Der Junge, der Maulwurf, der Fuchs und das Pferd. Charlie Mackesy. Perhaps this book is also in English
oh.
because it's in English. Charlie Mackesy.
Hmm.
It was a gift from her, and it was very amazing because we started with the AO scan in November, and I thought in this moment, oh, terrible, terrible. Why all these doctors sent me these problematic patients? I have two of them, three, five, because this shows me that the normal medicine could not solve the problems.
Right. Yep.
We only can heal, and this is a very important message for you all. We only can heal with quantum physics.
Mm-hmm.
You have to understand this. This is the only point where you can heal with the quantum physics, and that we have here in the AU scan.
Yes.
And now this lady, it's going better every day with her. Still problems, yeah, but there's some of this trauma she had we have solved with the AU scan.
That's
And this
just
is amazing.
amazing. Yeah. What a blessing to humanity,
Mhm.
honestly. We are so blessed.
Yeah.
Mm.
Today I have had another boy. We will see what happens with him. 8 years old, and he has also traumatic. This boy has anxiety to go in school. Terrible anxiety. The mother don't know what she can do with him. Um, it's really terrible. Also, good the yeah, what I want to say. This young boy is 8 years old, anxiety to go in school, and only have one girlfriend in school. When this girlfriend is not in school, he goes at home. We want to now solve these problems with the AU scan, and I will see what happens with this boy. Yeah,
Well, that'll be interesting. Keep us updated. We will be here
yeah,
every Wednesday.
every Wednesday. Yeah,
Every Wednesday. That's amazing. I can't wait to hear about the boy.
yeah,
Thank you so much.
Patricia.
Sure, you're going to have amazing things to share with us every week. Yep, Patricia.
On that note, Dr. Stefan, my granddaughter, she's 5 years old, same
Mm,
thing. She has a buddy system, and her best buddy didn't go to school with her.
yeah.
And she actually bit and kicked and ran across the street because she didn't
Mm,
want to be there. And now every day I heard about multicast. And now within my family, is it okay if I just talk a little bit about multicast?
Yeah.
And what I
Yes,
do,
please do.
okay, thank you. So with my family, we have different scans, and I do the what the heck is that one other one? Not the multicast, but the multi-scan. I
multi-scan.
scan,
Yeah.
yes, I scan them, all my family, and then I go into the multicast and I do their flower and I put in the affirmation for all of my family.
Mm-hmm.
I've been doing
It's a
this
good
for
idea. Yeah.
yeah. And I've been experimenting with it for probably about just over 2 weeks. And it's funny because the other day, and I haven't told any of my family, the other day, my husband was like a little kid. He was just so happy. And he says, "Wow, I just feel things changing." I said, "Right?" I said, "It's
Mm-hmm.
frequencies. I'm putting in 80 plus frequencies into you every day." He's like, "Wow," he could feel it. And then I said to my eldest daughter, who has the Lucia, the little girl, I said, "Amanda, how are you feeling?" I said, um, over the last couple of weeks, how have things been going? She said, "You know what? Surprisingly, really, really well. Like things at home are really smooth." And Lucia, going back to school from the Christmas, she just settled right in. And now she's building community, which is unheard of. And and I've told this to each of my family members, and they all feel it. It feels like a cozy blanket being around you. And these are 80 plus frequencies that I'm putting into every single family member all
Ah,
day.
that's amazing.
Yes.
Patricia, by the way, I'm working, and I'm told the other guys here too. I'm working with the formula frequency plus the intention. You will bring the people in the healing and the self-healing. The
Yes.
frequency plus the intention, your intention and the intention of your client. And then you will get healing, the frequency of the AU scan, your attention, and you come in homeostasis.
Powerful. Simply
Love.
powerful.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic. Martina, you have been so patiently waiting to share something, and I cannot wait to hear what it is.
Hi, Dr. Sheila. Great to see you. Great to
You
see
too.
Stefan in there. Well, we will
Yeah.
meet next Monday because he
My partner Martina
anyway,
and my partner Katrin.
right. Anyway, I'm for everyone to know, I live close to Stefan, and I signed in into the AO scan after he told me about it. Well, since I've been working with the AO scan for the last 3 years, and I only have the basic class. I haven't first, but it's okay because all I have to say, you don't have to know everything. And to make it short is everyone has a different way. Like Stefan said, the intention. What I've realized in the last weeks is that the quantum field is we have to scan, but it's a free field. So we work with this field as well. And everyone has a different way working with it. Um, I have a very short example about a dog who got bite by a wasp by a bee, and the girl's mother called me in 20 minutes. The dog was barking, he was almost screaming. The dog. I just had the playlist. I ran the scan. I put in a playlist, let it run, and in 20 minutes, the dog was fine.
Oh,
So I have other things. I told you my story. I will not tell this tonight, but I want to share something because I also work with Ulrika. She's not here tonight. She's busy. We done a we because I'm also in her scan. So she because she has also all the four levels. So anyway, what we found out, we got stuck with me in something, and she was looking up for the miasm after, because there was two in there, after she made a playlist of the miasm and then put in the other playlist. My whole back, everything got free. It was like sometimes you have to that is something no one really talks about, is the miasm. Sometimes you can do this and you don't get no further with your clients or with people, but people don't know. And that's what Eureka found out. Sometimes you really have to do the playlist of miasm every day. I was sitting here in my room, I could feel my whole back getting free. It was amazing. And there are sometimes you do the playlist, you run the scan, but there's something behind it. And then also you said about what Lauren said about the 25%, 50%. I don't get scared at all no more, because I realize if your cortisol level is high, then everything can be in a different numbers. So there is so much, and I really think it's so important that we share all these testimonials or how people work, because there is sometimes a hint, something someone telling us, and it's like a little connection. And it is just amazing how this scan has helped me, my family, my animals. I mean, I do the scan on my animals, on my dogs. Like my one dog, he always got a problem with his stomach. I just run the scans. I set his playlist. He be fine. Same thing with my other dog. I mean, the doctors cannot. They good. We have them, but the things we can do, like Stefan says, with the scan and everyone else, is so amazing. And it doesn't matter how far you learn this and that. It's just so amazing that we are able to share this. And it is. I'm just so happy that Stefan told me about the scan. I'm so glad I have it here, and
Thank you, thank you, Martina.
Yep. Yep.
We are
It's
doing some educational things in our crew. These are monthly, one time an educational call. It's in German about about detoxification. You know, perhaps that I'm working a couple of years in this area about glyphosate and about boron, about the mercury and so on. And I put these things we have in the AO scan in this calls to show the people how it works, how the AO scan is working, and what you can see, and how to connect the dots of all these points. This is, I think, the most problematic things for the people when they started with the AO scan, to connect the dots.
yeah.
And there are so amazing things there,
Yeah.
which I can see now in this last 5 years of Corona too. We also, because Martina talked about the miasm, we think about my words. In a couple of years, we will have another miasm. This is called the COVID miasm, perhaps.
Uh,
Uh, we will have this in the next 10 years. I don't know. So, I think so. And what I want to say, yeah, we put these connecting the dots, for example. I have the possibility in our clinic to do also some blood screening. Yeah. Not everyone has these possibilities to do that. But what I can see often when I'm also check the blood, for example, you have patient with Hashimoto is also one of my examples I'm using for this lady. She has the Hashimoto, the scan for half a year, and they stopped taking the drugs, the medication. They stopped with the medication after half a year using the AO scan and the inner voice. But what I can see in the blood screening is that, and this is really interesting, that in each cases of the Hashimoto's, we have, not in each cases, but nearly, we have a connection with the Epstein-Barr virus.
mhm.
Yeah, you have to know that.
Yep.
And this is what I can see in the blood measurements.
Yeah.
In my clinic, I think 90% of these ladies have an Hashimoto, have also an activation of the EBV. And
Yep.
this is what we can work with the AO scan to detox the EBV, the Epstein-Barr
Absolutely.
virus.
Yep. Isn't that amazing?
This is amazing. This is the only possibility to get this on the level of frequencies
Yeah.
to get this to balance these things. Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Or just like with my dad, he had again. He turns 87 tomorrow. I made a great cake for him, and he sometimes he has the problems that he collects too much water in his body because he doesn't drink enough water. Then he loves his little alcohol. What I can't stop. Of course, he's 87. But last time he had fluid in his lungs, we didn't need to go to the hospital. I have a certain playlist, and eventually, and well, I scanned him, I optimized him. The playlist was running, and he was fine. He lost 3 liters in one day, and he
Wow.
could breathe again.
Wow.
And it is amazing, you know. I mean, even with me leaving the hospital, what no one would do, I would sit on my scan, and I was not scared, Dr. Sheila. I was not scared at all. Everyone thought I was crazy that I left the hospital with the diagnosis I had. I told the doctors I'm going home, and I was safe. And the blood results showed everything is fine. I know where it came from. I know where it came from. But the thing is, having the scanner is such a it is. I feel so secure with the scanner. I trust more the
Mhm.
scanner than I trust the doctors.
Yep.
And the thing is, I'm so thankful because we can just we just here in Germany, Stefan's group is growing. We all growing now, and I think we have more and more people now coming in. It took us a while, but I think this year will be a great year, and I think we will have more people in
Yeah.
Germany, and it really looks like it. So we all excited.
Yeah. Well,
It's
we've
an
got
airbag.
a gold mine
Yeah.
here.
It's our
Absolutely.
airbag.
Yeah. Yeah. We have something that absolutely every household needs. It's
Yep.
not even negotiable.
Yep.
Well, friends, this has been so much fun, and I am so glad that you took time to show up today because it's really no fun when I sit here by myself.
Okay.
I'm just glad to see that there's interest. I'm just rearranging my schedule so that we can have these during my day calls with you guys in the evenings. And I think this is just so important. I know the other call we've been doing has just it adds so much to all of our lives and our ability to understand what this thing can do, the capabilities that we have, how we can help other people, and then empower them once they've had an experience so that they now can take over and help other people too. So I really appreciate your willingness to share your stories because there's somebody out there that's probably dealing with something you talked about and they don't know what else to do. Or maybe somebody hadn't thought about using it in a way that you talked about. So, just like Diana with the hub, I just really love that. Just simple little things like you're just more patient. You're not feeling so controlling. Those are powerful.
Yeah.
Simple things you can do for yourself. So, I just want to thank you. This is normally a 30-minute call, but we took up a little bit more
Yep.
time just to launch this call, and that's fantastic. But I just try to respect everybody's time because I know it's a sacrifice even just to show up. So thank you so much for your sacrifice and your willingness to be here and share. And I am just so grateful that we're going to keep doing this. So I look forward to seeing you again next week. And I just want to tell you again, thank you so much for what you're doing with AOScan, sharing it with other people and impacting their lives. This is so amazing.
Looks like holiday behind you, Sheila.
Yes, yes. I don't get holidays like you guys do, so I have to make up my own stories.
Oh,
Everyone has
Create
a
my own.
nice day and a beautiful evening.
Yep, you
Thank you,
too.
Sheila.
my
Bye.
holidays have one name. This is called AOScan.
See you next time.
Thank you so
Bye-bye.
much.
You're very
Bye-bye.
welcome.
Bye.